There's an adage that little girls don't dream of growing up to be president of the United States. Well, that didn't apply to me. I've got my White House dreams clocked as early as second grade. Now, you may think we're born this way, that we come out with our flag pins and our blind ambition, and with shows like Scandal and House of Cards, I can hardly blame you. But I'd like to think I'm less Frank Underwood and more Leslie Knope. Leslie and I have quite a few things in common. Overly optimistic, slightly OCD, and we ran for office the same year. Yes, 2 years ago, I took my first steps towards my White House dream. But truth be told, I actually started long before that. So tonight, I want to pull back the curtain and tell you how you can prepare to run for office in 4 easy steps. And this is the kind of advice I give to candidates every day as part of my job at Progressive Majority Washington. First, pick your community and stay there. And while you're at it, find one where you can actually win. Okay, I grew up in battleground Washington, rural, conservative. I didn't have a chance there. And I ended up in Seattle, and I ended up in Ballard, and I stayed there. Now, I've moved 4 times since 2005. One deal breaker. It had to be within the lines you see behind me. It's really important that you lay down your roots, because why would you rip those up every time you move? The second thing you need to do is get involved in your community and do something you're passionate about. Because honestly, if you're not that interested, it's gonna show. Now, for reasons I cannot begin to explain tonight, when I was 25 years old, I ended up as the primary caretaker for my 16-year-old cousin. I had no idea what I was doing, okay? No idea. And I'm like, I should join the PTA, because there's gonna be moms there, and they're gonna know what to do. And thankfully, they were very generous with their advice. And when I joined the PTA, albeit under weird circumstances, it really reignited in me that passion I'd always had for public education. And I got involved, and I went to conferences, and I met lots of great folks, and they helped me on my campaign later. Make your interests known. Make sure that people in the know who you are. And make sure that they know you want to run for office. Now, you may have heard of the smoke-filled room, okay? Well, there are people who think about these things, like me, and we meet in a room, but not a smoke-filled one. Come on, it's Washington, duh, okay? But really, you need to get your name out there so you're on that list. And ladies, listen up. You have to tell other people you want to run, because if you don't, you'll probably talk yourself out of it when the time comes. Women have to be asked 3 times, typically, before they agree to run for office, and that even included me. Finally, be ready to capture opportunity. You do not want to waste time doing things you could be doing right now when that opportunity comes. So listen to me, hoard those business cards. Get your contacts in electronic format, and for God's sake, go by your domain name. I own noelframe.com, .org, .net, .us. Now, when the time came, I was ready. I captured opportunity. And as a candidate, I had 2 jobs: raise money and talk to voters. Raising money for me was the best excuse to talk to everybody I knew on earth. And I ended up raising $160,000 for more than 700 people. And voters are awesome. I knocked on more than 10,000 doors. I literally had a dude try to set me up with his grandson. Like, come on, that's great. And I'm happy to report I made it through the primary, beat 5 other candidates to get through the primary. And when I got to the general, I won, as you might have guessed, 31,273 votes. But my opponent won more, and a lot more. I lost by 11 points, yeah. But you know what? It was okay. I loved every single minute of it, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I didn't actually like everything. I didn't like gaining 35 pounds and going totally crazy, but you get my point. And sometimes you have to run more than once in order to win. Even Barack Obama lost once. So if I haven't totally scared you and you're thinking maybe you might want to run for office, I hope you'll find me at Progressive Majority Washington, because I would love to help you get ready to run for office. I'm Noel Frame. Thank you.